What's up, guys? Vanlin here, also known as Cal, and we're diving back into Warcraft 3 Reforged today to go over the next human mission. We're into number 7 here, but we've got a brief little interlude right before that, so let's get to it. Man, they really changed up the cinematic.
So much death. I can't believe Arthas could have done this.
I mean, before it was just some peasants throwing bodies onto fires. Now there's so much more detail.
Ah, Jaina. I thought I might find you here. Where has he gone, girl? Where has Arthas taken the fleet?
He came to me before he left. I pleaded with him not to go. I told him it sounded like a trap.
Where?
Northrend. He's gone to Northrend to hunt Morganis.
Damn that boy. I've got to inform King Tyrannus. Don't be too hard on yourself, girl. You had nothing to do with this slaughter.
The dead in this land might lie still for the time being, but don't be fooled. Your young prince will find only death in the cold north.
You! Arthas is only doing what he believes is right.
Commendable as that may be, his passions will be his undoing.
Mm-hmm.
It falls to you now, young sorceress. You must lead your people west to the ancient lands of Kalimdor. Only there can you combat the shadow and save this world from the flame.
You gotta wonder, how would Jaina have gone about recruiting people? I mean, would she have just gone to like a bunch of different town halls being like, hey, some guy who can turn into a raven told me we need to sail west to a forgotten land, or else we're all gonna die. I mean, that's just bug nuts crazy, isn't it? And yet, obviously she got it because they have to canonically here. They have to have some sort of story continuation, but just picture being in Lordaeron then and listening to Jaina Proudmoore saying, "We gotta go."
This is a light forsaken land, isn't it? You can barely even see the sun.
It's just kind of weird to think
Howling
about.
Wind cuts to the bone, and you're not even shaking. My lord, are you all right?
Captain, are all my forces accounted for?
Nearly. There are only a few ships that...
Very well. Our first priority is to set up a base camp with proper defenses. There's no telling what's waiting for us out there in the shadows.
Well, I mean, if you put in the cheat code, there is, but we're not doing that here.
A sound plan.
But yeah, I mean, just think, if you were in Lordaeron,
Of course.
and you had some sorceress chick telling you, we gotta go somewhere that no one remembers how to get to. We're just gonna sail blindly off to the west. I mean,
For honor.
how seriously would you take that?
Certainly.
Obviously, a good number of people didn't take it seriously because, you see later on in the cutscenes that, that there's people still back there.
How may I serve?
The light is my strength.
What is your
Oh
will?
gosh, why do I have to keep doing that?
I'm here to help.
Oh, he's already full health. Never mind
A
then.
sound
Priest is on top of
plan.
it.
For honor.
I don't know, it's something to think about.
Of course. A sound plan.
Because,
Ice
it's a little odd. Oh, ooh, ouch. Not good, not good. Not gonna do,
Sound
not gonna do.
plan. Of course.
Yeah, not gonna do right now. Cannot do.
A sound plan.
That did not
How
go
may I
according to
serve?
plan.
Is there danger?
For
But
honor.
that could have gone much worse. We only lost one
A
footman.
sound plan.
So, just happened to go the wrong direction. I just took a wrong turn.
Certainly.
I'm just trying to get home.
For honor. Inventory is full.
Yeah, we'll come back and grab that later.
A sound plan.
No, wait, do I have to go that route? Oh, I might have to go that way.
Of
Dang.
course.
Okay, well, I can avoid that, I think.
A sound plan. For honor.
But it looks like we have to go this way
You
at
are
least.
past redemption.
Okay, this is easy to take on.
Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly.
Oh, maybe I have to go through there. Frick. Okay,
The
well,
light is my strength.
there is one way to handle this. I mean, it's gonna be boring, so we're yeah, I'm gonna speed
Of
things up a
course.
little here. Okay, and we're back.
I
Wasn't that a
stand for
fun
the
sped
light.
up clip? I sure had fun with it.
Betrayer of the light. Certainly. A sound plan.
Northrend's always an interesting kind of part
Certainly.
of the Warcraft 3 campaign, to me. Oh,
Justice shall be
yeah,
done.
no, this is one I'll come back and do later
A sound plan.
with
Of course.
someone we're about to meet. I mean, I know most of you watching probably have
For honor.
played Warcraft 3 before, so you know exactly what's about to happen, but yeah.
Ah, a gold mine. We'll set up our base there. We're under attack. Take cover.
Bloody hell. You're not undead. You're all alive.
Muradin? Muradin Bronzebeard, is that you?
Damn, boy. I never imagined that you'd be the one to come to our rescue.
Rescue? Muradin, I didn't even know you were here.
Oh, well, just the same, lad. I could use your help. My mates and I were attacked and we got separated. I'd appreciate any backup you could give me.
Of course I'll help Muradin. Let's move.
And there we go.
What's happening?
I stand.
Now
for
I have a
the
buddy
light.
that can help me out a little.
A sound plan.
What is it? Righto.
I'm here to help.
You're kinda slow for
A
a
human, aren't you?
Let's get it on.
I always
shall be
laughed at
done.
that.
Let's get moving.
Ready to work.
Is there danger?
I will say, I do kind of wish that you got more than just a few missions with the main character. Like, it would have been really nice to have been able to play with, like, Jaina more, for example.
What's happening?
Or to, you know, in the Undead campaign, to have Kel'Thuzad for more than 2 missions. Like, you know, it would have been nice to have been able to utilize them a little more, especially
Justice shall be done.
in the late game. You know, there's a lot of interesting things you could do. I get why they don't want you to have an
The
Archmage
light is my strength.
near the end game for the Alliance campaign.
For
I mean,
honor.
it's just too easy to be able to teleport
A
in
sound plan.
and do crazy sorts of things, especially
Of course.
when Arthas becomes Uber Arthas
What do you need?
and just does all that chaos
I am
damage.
ready.
Like, I get that. But, I don't know, it would have been cool
What is
to
your
have been
wish?
able to do something like that. To have been able
Justice shall be
to
done.
play around more and experiment more with you know, the story heroes outside
I'm here to help.
of the main story.
Ready to work.
Justice Justice has come.
Say the word.
Or at least, you know, what their classes were like.
Is my
Oh, where's
You're
Marcus?
a soul for a human, aren't you?
Yes, my lord.
The light is my strength.
I'm ready and waiting. Hardwood
Is there danger?
What is it?
Yes, there's lots of danger, Arthas. A great deal of danger.
Off I go then. More work.
I stand for the light. Certainly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Murden.
Ready to work.
Where were those wolves? I want to say they were about there.
Yes, me lord.
What ails you? The light is my strength.
What's happening?
So, this takes me back. You know, I have to say, like, I loved
Ready for action.
this game back in the day. I mean, I have
Kind of soul for
so,
a human, aren't you?
so many fond memories
That's more
of
like
Warcraft 3. This was, hands down,
Is it?
one of the best games of my
Yes, my
growing up.
lord.
And not
What's
just
happening?
because, you know, the campaign
Let's do
mode or
this.
anything else, or just like
it.
playing,
Ready for action. That's
you know,
more
the
like
normal game.
Orders.
It was the user
Right.
maps that made this game
I'm
so
your shooter.
Justice
incredibly
shall be done.
playable to me, and just gave it an
Of course.
infinite replay value.
Someone injured. I stand for the light.
Because like there were some maps that I mean, I played
A sound
all
plan.
through high school, all through college, still play to this day, and I mean, I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours of. The one that comes to mind immediately is Spellcraft,
Right,
which was by far one of my favorite maps ever, because it was just, I mean, it was a MOBA. It was one of the first kind of MOBAs back when, you know, Dota was
I'm ready and waiting.
on Warcraft 3.
Justice shall
And
be done.
the cool thing was that you had to combine elements to make spells, and you had to do all these other things in order to actually be kind of playable. And it was so much fun. And I've been able to get a few games of it since Reforged came out, and it's almost like
What's happening?
everyone's
I'm
forgotten
your
about it.
shooter.
It used to be one of the most popular maps
What
out
do you
there.
need? On my
Uh,
way. Okay. to
And then
go.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, that was a thing. And it
It's
makes me
my
so sad, because I'm just like, you guys don't know the glory of what you're missing out on. Oh, seriously though, Spellcraft
Yes, me lord.
was so much fun.
Job's done.
Oh,
I stand for the light.
and then just some of the other maps. I mean,
A
like
sound
I'm
plan.
ready and waiting.
some of the hero sieges and Summoners. Summoners was always a fun map
Justice
too.
shall be done.
What else? Oh yeah, Preschool Tech Wars. My best friend and I, we used to kick
Justice shall be done.
trash at Preschool Tech Wars. Like seriously, there was one time where I hosted it back in the day, and I put in the title. It was like, you know, Preschool Tech Wars 2v5. You will not win, because you know I was just a little
Justice
cocky
shall
high
be
school
done.
kid. And the way that it worked, it was kind of another
The light
kind of
is my
another MOBA.
strength.
Just a little different, a little more base building involved on your part, and no
Feel
hero.
my wrath.
So I guess fairly different from a MOBA. Anywho
I'm
though,
here to help.
like you'd build bases,
For
but you
honor.
wouldn't control the troops.
I am ready.
And what would
What do you
happen
need?
was that they just
Yes,
go
my
after
friend.
each other, and
How
it
may
was
I
just a
serve?
kind of giant
I'm your
slugfest.
shooter. Yes, my liege.
And you had like two
Is
different
there
trees.
danger?
You could
Ready
build
and
like
waiting.
cartoon or anime, and
Job's
you only
done.
had so many resources that you could build up in one. So you couldn't max out both trees, as I recall. But the trick that my best friend and I found out was that one of the upgrades summoned water
The
elementals.
light is my strength.
and you could control those. And so while you'd spawn less than ideal units for like an endgame match, what you would do is have units under your control that could do a rapid response.
Justice shall be done.
And because of that, you had a lot of versatility and a lot of maneuverability on the board. You didn't have to just rely on your own spawned units to do something. And that was the trick that we
The
found.
light is my strength. Of course.
Yeah, I know I probably just wasted that. Don't judge me. I like having the
What is your
captain.
wish?
And I don't even think I respawned him, so, but whatever.
I'm here to
It'll
help.
be up again soon.
Job's done.
But yeah, that was the trick, was stop, max out one tree and then start the next, but only get up to the point where you could get the water elementals. And then once you did that, you were solid, you were golden. You didn't have to worry about it because you just kept summoning more and more of them, and you could pick and choose what targets you wanted, and you had this advantage over the other players.
The light is my strength.
And we knew exactly which trees to spec out. We knew exactly which units to focus on. We knew exactly which upgrades to get. And it was just... I have to tell you, when I found out that Blizzard was redoing Warcraft 3... well, actually, I had a suspicion they were doing this a long time before it was announced. Because they put up a job posting for looking for someone with experience with remastering classic games. And like this was before they even did StarCraft Remastered, which single-handedly I think has boosted the entire economy of South Korea.
Job's done.
But that having been said, they put that job posting up, and I immediately had a suspicion that they might be doing this. I wasn't sure, but I remember telling my best friend, being like, dude, what if they actually do it? They might actually do it. They might actually
Is my aid required?
I stand for the light.
remaster Warcraft 3. And he kind of shrugged it off, and he's like, yeah, if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. And I'm like, dude, bro, what's your problem? Don't you want to relive our past? Don't you want to relive our glory days? Of course, he's a bit more mature than I am, even though he's 8 months younger than me to, like, the hour, which is all sorts of weird. But,
I'm here to help.
yeah. Actually, I just found out last night they're expecting their first, and that's really weird to me. Because in my mind, we're still just our high school gang.
Is there danger?
And it's weird to think about him having kids. I mean, like, one of our good friends from growing up, he's already got 2, and, and I'm not saying we're old. Like, we're all still really young, relatively.
The light is my strength.
We're just in that kind of ideal phase where,
Yes, me lord.
we're old enough to be taken seriously, but still young enough to be considered young.
Oh, it's you.
And, so yeah, it's just kind of weird to think about, friends having kids at this point. But I digress. What I was saying, though, was just, his name's Heath.
I am ready.
And I was like, Heath, what, dude,
Justice shall be done.
you don't want to relive our glory days? And he's like, no, I don't want to go back to high school. Those were glory days.
How
And I'm like,
may
well,
I serve?
no, they weren't. In the sense that,
I'm here to help.
like, would I go back to high school? No, not in a million
Job's
years.
done.
Do I want the body I had in high school? Oh, yeah. Or at least the metabolism.
Yes, me lord.
But, yeah, I was surprised that he wasn't quite as excited. And then when it was announced, he was like, okay, no, I can see your excitement.
What is your
I stand for the light.
Like I said, though, they just, he told me just last night that they're expecting their first. And they've been trying for a while. So I'm stoked for him. But that does kind of deplete his disposable income budget for a bit. So unfortunately, he's not going to be getting this for a little while. So, is what it is. Bigger priorities. He's the mature one. Okay, so
Justice shall be done.
personal notes aside, like I've said before, like I've always espoused,
Light is my strength.
getting an expansion, especially early game, is just so vital,
Is there
so
danger?
useful and necessary. And so,
Justice
that
shall
having
be
been
done.
said, that's what we're off to go do.
Is there danger?
And I think,
That's them.
be able to
And
do
they're still
this
under
with
attack from
just
the undead.
Arthas and
Let's
Muradin.
move, men. Those dwarves need help.
Job done.
Justice shall be done. Is
Between
there danger?
Divine Shield and Holy Light on Arthas, being able to keep Arthas alive
Stand for the light.
and keeping Muradin healed, I should be able to do this, especially if I can get Muradin to hit
The light
6
is my strength.
and get Avatar.
Whoa,
No, not the last Airbender. But let's get some more farms built, because we're about to have a big population check.
right.
I stand for the light.
But yeah, if I can get Avatar on Muradin, how are? Oh, you little sneak!
Our town is under siege.
Oh, you other little sneaks!
What do you need? Fire!
Our forces are under
Yes, my
attack.
Of course.
How may I serve?
Where to?
Our forces are under attack.
You little sneaky sneaks!
Is there danger?
Ooh,
A sound.
that was close.
Justice shall be done.
I'm ready and waiting.
You know, I remember back in the day, you could use Muradin's Stormbolt to damage buildings. And if you go back and play Classic Warcraft 3, you'll even see in the mission that comes after this one,
What's happening?
where you're trying to,
Bronze beards!
nope, get lost. Where you're trying to burn the ships before your men can get to them. Ah, there we go, there's Avatar.
Human, aren't you?
A tooltip will still pop up and say, you know, use your range
I am
units
ready.
or Muradin's Stormbolt ability. But you can't do that anymore. Which really kind of sucks. It was really useful.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, that's right. Get onto the wood. Actually, you know what? Harvest the
I
safer
come
wood.
to cleanse this
What
land.
is it? What?
I stand for the light.
Ready to work. Job done.
Yeah, is it the fastest, most effective way to just use the two heroes? No, but it does allow me to
Work.
keep a force at home, or at a home base, and be able to ensure that if anything comes, I'll be ready for
You have a
it.
target?
Is there danger?
I'm ready and waiting.
Ready to work.
Which, you know, there's a lot to be said for that degree of, you know, just peace of mind.
Is there danger?
Research
You're
complete.
kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
Ready to work.
Plus, you know, when you're playing hard mode, at least when I play, I'm not about speedruns. You know, I want to play a game that I'm going to be able to enjoy at length. Not a game, oh, wow, that's a lot of gargoyles. Not a game that I feel like I have to rush through. I want a game that I'm going to be able to just sit here and just veg for a good little while.
Our forces are under attack.
Aye, sir.
That was a lot of gargoyles.
Research complete.
What do you need?
I'm here to help. Is there
Anyway,
danger?
yeah, so like I was saying, I want a game
What?
that I can just sit here
Yes, my lord.
and veg.
Research complete.
You know, just enjoy my my time playing the game. That's what I want. And so if I'm going to do hard mode, you know, I'm going to go I'm going to play,
Off
you
I
know,
go
the way
then.
I want to play. If you're looking for speedruns,
Yes, my
then
lord.
go find another
Job
channel.
done.
No offense.
Off I go
I'm not
then.
trying to be rude when I say that. I'm just saying that's not what you're going to get here.
For the light.
I'll play as fast as I feel I want to, but
What's happening?
yeah. In the end, you know, it's my game. I paid for it. I'm going to play it how I want.
Okay to go.
Yes, my friend.
Yes, my liege.
How may I serve?
Plus, when you're doing
Justice
hard,
shall be
I'd
done.
much rather be thorough than rush.
The light is my
Let's get
strength.
moving.
But I guess that's a different soapbox to stand on,
I
so...
stand for the light.
Job's done.
What ails you?
I do have to say, I really miss Brilliance Aura at this stage in the game. I mean, it is such a useful ability,
Justice shall be done.
and to not have it is just... it hurts. I really miss it.
What do you need?
But at this point, we'll probably...
Job's done.
No, I want that first. I don't really need the Sorceress one. I don't use them that often, surprisingly. I want to,
I
it's
stand
just...
for the light.
I don't know. My issue with Sorceresses is just that
Betrayer of the
they're
light.
useful, but they're just... They soak up mana so quick. They just go through it in like the blink of an eye. Because they're throwing slow around on everything. And while it's useful, I don't know. I feel like I get more out of Priests.
I'm here to help.
Job's done.
Okay, that should clear it up. That should give
Foul
us...
knave.
There we go.
A sound plan.
What do you need?
Research complete.
There we
That
go.
has to be where Mal'Ganis is hiding. I want that base leveled.
What do you need?
Yeah, well, you'll get your wish, Arthas. Don't you worry.
Ready to work. Job's done.
Is my aid required?
What is your wish?
Research complete.
Justice
I'm
shall be
ready
done.
and waiting.
Forces are under attack.
Ready to work. Oh, it's here.
Say the word. Research
I'm here to
complete.
help.
Ooh, yikes. This might not end well.
You have a target?
Ready to work.
You go. You have a target? I've got the beast in my sight.
Alright, that Necromancer needs to go down. Now.
Shoot to kill.
Job's done.
Aye.
Justice shall be done. Certainly. What ails you?
I'm ready and waiting. Let's get
The
moving.
light is my strength.
Well, we can go play a little bit of
Stand
harassment
for the
I'm
light.
ready and
on
waiting.
on Mal'Ganis' base here.
Forward. How may I serve?
What do you need?
While we do some upgrading and get ourselves ready.
Job's done.
No,
Yes,
just because I
my lord.
can.
The light is
I
my
come
strength.
to cleanse this land.
For honor.
This is why I'm glad I got Divine Shield.
You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
Is there danger?
Let's get moving. You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
I come to cleanse this land.
That's more like it.
Job's done.
Not enough mana. Take this, you bastard!
I was hoping to prevent that.
What's
Justice shall be done. Certainly.
Let's get moving.
The light is my strength.
I'm ready and
I'm here
waiting.
to help.
What's happening?
And probably good that didn't go off.
Research complete.
You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you? I'm ready and waiting.
Oh, now it went off. Okay, well,
The light is my strength.
What's happening?
I'm here to help.
Betrayer of the light.
Get moving.
Is there danger?
I mean, you guys want to keep attacking him. I'll just keep healing him.
For honor.
He's a tough nut to crack. He's a dwarf.
Certainly. A sound plan.
Although I am rapidly running out of mana on Arthas.
Of course.
Alright, let's get out of here.
A sound plan.
I don't know how much that accomplished, if
Of
anything,
course.
but
You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
I'll still take it.
Oh, it's you.
Is my aid required?
I stand for the light.
Town is under siege.
Oh, great. Okay.
The light
What's
is my
happening?
strength.
Let's get moving.
I'm here to help.
Where to?
Oh. That actually went better than I anticipated.
I'm your shooter.
Ready for action. Oh, it's you.
Is there
Research
danger?
You're kind
complete.
of slow for a human, aren't you?
I
That probably
stand
helped
for the
that we
light.
thinned out their troops a little then.
I am ready.
Yes, my friend.
Let's get moving.
Ready for action.
Do not want.
What do you need?
Research complete.
I'm here to help.
Let's get to fighting. Hello. We'll do it.
Alright, let's see what we can do here with what we've got currently.
Orders.
I mean, I think we'll be
Aye, my lord.
alright.
I'm your shooter.
At least I hope so.
Is there danger?
What is your wish?
Because, I mean, I'm not in a position where I've got enough lumber right now to get another round of equipment upgrades, so and I don't want to wait for that and then wait for them to finish.
I
Oh, wow.
stand for the light.
You have a target?
Orders.
I'm your shooter.
Oh, it's you.
The light is my strength. Certainly. A sound plan.
You have a target?
That worked out better than anticipated.
Is there danger?
You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
I stand for the light.
Okay.
What is it?
Let's see. 525. So I need 1125 lumber, but to get all those, yeah. Plus, we're right there at the verge where I think we can pull it off. So let's give it a try. If we can, we can. If not, okay,
Yes, my
whatever. We'll put you on inner fire.
How may I serve?
What do you need? You have a target? Where do you want it?
Is there danger?
You're kind of slow for a
I'm here to help.
Justice shall be done.
I'm here to help.
Yes, my friend.
Let's get moving.
Is there danger?
Let's get
Oh, that went well. Okay.
You have a target? What's happening? Let's do this.
Gosh, I love that.
You bastard.
Hello.
light is my strength.
Say the word. Where do you want us?
This battle is over.
What is your wish?
I stand for the light.
I'm ready and waiting.
Yes, my liege.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Is someone injured? I'm here to help.
What's happening? Where do you want us? You have a target? Say the word.
Oh, we have lost a lot of footmen here. Frick.
Yes, my friend.
Ooh. Oh no, we still have two. We still have two priests.
How
Okay.
may I serve?
Oh, I just noticed this guy has a name. I just thought he was captain.
I am ready.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Show us a target. Eat mortar.
Eat lead. Okay to go.
All right. Well, I think at this point we've got it.
Orders.
So now it's just
On
mopping
my
up.
way.
I'm here to help.
Let's get moving. Our forces are under
Let's
attack.
get to fighting.
The light is my strength.
You have a target? How are you doing?
Yikes! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Over there? What do you need?
Justice shall be
What's
done.
happening? Let's get it on.
Show us a target.
I'm your shooter. Aye, sir. Orders? What do you need?
What is your wish?
Yes, my liege.
Is there danger?
I'm your shooter.
Yes, me lord.
Yeah. Get back to lumber.
I'm here to help. Foul knave.
Oh, and that's that.
Where to?
All right, Muradin. What were you doing up here anyway?
Well, lad, there's an ancient waygate that lies somewhere in this glacial wasteland. Supposedly, it transports you to a hidden vault where a rune blade named Frostmourne is held.
Ooh.
We came here to recover Frostmourne, but the closer we came to finding the waygate, the more undead we encountered.
Prince Arthas, we haven't found any trace of Mal'Ganis.
No matter.
Of course you haven't.
He can't hide from me forever. Captain, I want you to establish this site as our primary base.
Yes, my lord.
Well, guys, that was episode 7, mission 7 of the Human campaign on hard in Warcraft 3 Reforged. You like what you saw? Keep tuning in. Gonna have more coming up. Also, in case you missed it, in case you haven't seen it yet, we've got some awesome 7 Days to Die content that is really cool. My wife has loved building these Lord of the Rings and other epic fantasy locations, and we just throw zombies at them and see how long they'll last. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and click on the video right here. Otherwise, until next time, see you later.